Welcome to our new Let's Play of Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. If you saw episode 0, you know what to expect. I'm your host, the Niskel. I'm gonna steal UDJ's bit because he's actually here.
I am here, yes.
You are here. I brought you along for one specific reason.
What's that?
For one thing, you've played the original Spyro games now that Reignited has come out. You've never played the fourth one.
No, I have not. I've never played any Spyro after 3, pretty much.
Let me tell you, it's a glitchy fucking mess, because let me have the demo play for you. The demo doesn't even know what to do with this game.
The demo?
Check this out. 1 second into the demo, it already loses track of where it needs to go. There it goes! Right past the ring! And it has no idea where to go after that. The buggy AI just doesn't know how to process that demo. And the demo is also about 6 seconds long, so thanks a lot for showing us how the game is supposed to be played.
Yeah, it's so easy to get lost in the ocean and nothing else.
Here's another glitch. If you actually stop the animation and the sound is still going, you'll notice that the video back there, it's not actually a video. It's a separate graphic with a audio file. So that Dragonfly actually laughed moments before it actually showed up on screen.
Oh, God.
We're in for a treat.
Oh, God.
It's just a float, you scaredy cat.
One of the few cutscenes in the game,
They sure do look
and it looks
happy,
terrible.
don't they, Spyro? Well, it's not every day that
I never really liked the look of the older Spyro games, but this looks particularly bad.
I mean, Spyro came out on PS1, I was blown away. It was amazing. And then this happened. Also, notice that frame rate dip. That's common.
So, we meet again, little dragon.
So there's Ripto and his two henchmen, Gulp and Crush. They're back somehow after you killed them in Spyro 2.
Nobody invited you. This is an
In fact, if I remember
invitation
correctly,
only.
you threw Ripto in lava and you actually saw him melt. But no, he's fine.
We would make a great team.
Enter the retcon.
Enter the retcon, no shit. Because, believe it or not, the plot to this game sounded awesome on paper. So, what Ripto was planning on doing in this opening is he was actually going to recruit Nasty Nork. And they would come together and fight against Spyro. Nasty Nork is only mentioned in this opening cutscene. He is never seen in the game.
Aw.
In fact, there are four cutscenes in the entire game.
And they just can't handle them. Like, he keeps growing in size. It's just... This looks awful.
The animation is all over the place. So let me tell you what actually happened to the game, and it'll become more prevalent as it goes. This was a rushed game, as you can tell. There is a lot of content that was removed or is just missing in general. And there was supposed to be a lot more. It was supposed to run at a constant 60 frames per second. And we'll go more into that as we continue. This is also Universal Interactive's first game, I believe. First published. They never did another game after this.
That little lizard totally stole all the
I think that's for the better, because again, I'm just speechless.
Yeah, so the plot is Ripto has stolen all the dragonflies, which is what newborn dragons get. They get baby dragonflies and they grow up together, like Spyro and Sparks. Interesting
Right.
topic. It's a kid's game. I can deal with it.
Very Pokemon-like, yes.
Oh, hey, we found Sparks. He got stolen and he's just in the next room.
Oh, well, okay.
Okay, cool. Hey, welcome. And by the way, Sparks doesn't get subtitles, so enjoy the buzzing.
That was close, Sparks. Listen, I think I may have figured out a way to catch those dragons.
I mean, I'm going to put the subs in so people can actually hear it over us, but I can't understand what Sparks is saying. He gets subtitles and everything else, except the opening cutscene.
God.
Whoa! What'd you do that for?
So many effects.
That didn't exactly.
The game cannot handle it.
Still learning, you know, Spyro. The good news is
It
I've
can't
created
handle
powerful
much of
magic that will
anything.
enable you to use different breath abilities. The bad news is you're going to have to find dragon runes to use them, since the spell scatters
Just
them
as the
into different parts of
collectathons
dragon
before it,
runes.
Spyro 1 through 3, we're collecting
Come on,
dragonflies.
Let's get going. We've got
And
a lot of work
that's
ahead of us if we
fine.
wanna find those dragonflies.
Starting this up back in 2002, that's fine. was like,
A little
awesome,
rough.
another Spyro game.
All right, a little rough around the edges, but you know, we can make it work. Yeah.
Here's the first issue. The load times. It has the regular loading screens like all the other Spyro games do. They're about twice as long. And sometimes it still has to load through the GameCube. So the loading screens aren't long enough. Look, it has to load more. All right, so here's our overworld. Welcome to Spyro Enter the Dragonfly. Look how good he looks in 3D. I mean, next-gen 3D. Let's take a look at some options. Yeah.
Quick game.
So in this, you have a few options, but right here, you can actually turn it to widescreen. This was way different back in the GameCube era. Not a lot of games took advantage of 16:9. But this one kinda does. Kinda being the key word. I also turned the game hints on, just to show you how obnoxious they are.
Oh no. Why?
Look, it's a fucking dragonfly. That's what we need to collect. We can get him when we get Bubble Breath.
Bubble breath.
Bubble Breath. So the main appeal of this game was the different breath power-ups. And, you know, I was sold. I was young. I was like, cool, let's go get it.
I can tell that's not going to get annoying in the slightest.
Oh, hey, we picked up a gem. Let's have another tutorial on what gems are. Look, we got treasure. Now, I love this. They have dropped the Riptocs have dropped treasure all over the areas. They have actually explained how the game developers had to cut levels and just throw treasure everywhere to make up for it. Here we go. We have a fodder stuck in place because of a text box. Don't worry, this doesn't go on for the whole episode, but he's telling you how to regain health. You have 4 hits in Spyro. Sparks will change color based on what health he's at. Gold, that's full health. If he gets hit once, he goes to blue. Hit twice, he goes to green. Hits 3 times, he goes away, and then your 4th hit is death. So in order to regain health, you have to kill fodder, like sheep, or pigs, or other small animals that are easily destroyed by flames.
Innocent animals.
Destroy all the animals. There you go. And they turn into lamb chops.
Oh God!
Or any other things that, you know, they might be when they're roasted, which is kind of morbid, but whatever. Oh, hey, look, baskets. You know you can destroy those with your flame or your charge? You can't do that to pots or vases because you gotta charge those only. And that's about the point where I lost patience. We've played Spyro before. You don't have to hold our hand. Okay, so now no more tutorials. I'm gonna be your tutorial.
Oh, thank you. You give good tutorials. I like your tutorials.
With every Spyro game, there's a set amount of dragonflies that you can collect in the area. There's also a set amount of gems. This game has the most gems that you can collect from any Spyro game in a single level. Oh, by the way, we're about to get another tutorial, even though I said no.
What?
Enjoy Bianca's only appearance in this game! Besides the opening and closing, she will come here, give you this tutorial about dragon runes, and then she's gone forever!
They're shy and will probably run away
Yeah,
from you
she's the result
anytime you
of
come
cut
near them.
content. She was supposed to show up a lot more throughout the game, but since they were rushed, they had to cut everything.
Fire and bubble breath.
Cool.
This is amazing.
We got it. We got the bubble breath rune. So let's take it over to the statue, since we can't pick up that dragonfly. Here we go.
Spyro, the magic of this sacred rune will bestow upon you the power of bubble breath.
Bubble breath.
Bubble breath. That is the only way to collect baby dragonflies, because they're so hot, you see. So we throw bubbles on them. So, as you can tell,
Okay, all right.
a lot of stuff doesn't work in this game. Bubble breath barely works.
Hey, it's Toons.
It's tunes.
You get a voice clip for every single dragonfly you collect. The bubble breath is only for collecting dragonflies. It has no other use. It can break baskets, but that's it.
Bubble breath.
Oh, hey, it's a Dragon Master.
Good work, Spyro. Use the stones to get to the dojo. Remember, Spyro, find
Hello,
the
I'm
dragonflies
Miyagi.
before Ripto.
Mm-hmm. So, there's our first character that we run into. He speaks like a Japanese man. That's great.
Sounded Spanish almost.
Maybe they pull a Meta Knight. His English dub is a Spanish heartthrob. So I'm going to do my best to collect 100% of everything. I can already say that this is a 100% playthrough. But the thing that Spyro Enter the Dragonfly does that I really don't appreciate is I like collecting all the gems and dragonflies in a single level before moving on to the next one. It's just how I categorize everything.
Right.
So they lock parts of the hub world off by gates, and you need to collect specific breath power-ups to enter those gates. And, you know, that's fine. Helps extend the playtime, so that's fine. It's absolutely fine. But you know what? For a regular player, it's fine. For me, it's not fine. So there's actually a glitch with these. When you use your flame breath on a wall, it actually slows down the game and removes the frame rate, basically. So you can actually clip through stuff if you have the frame rate going slow enough. I can't show it right here because I lost patience and decided, you know what, let's show off the rest of the hub world. Hello. You're a new character.
Spyro, I was dreaming of a
They
genie
kept me
that
instead of
turned into a
Bianca.
nightmare when these horrible riptucks kicked me out of my
So
bed and
every
threw me
level
down
has
this
a
swirly
character
thingy.
that is trying to
Maybe
get back
the
to their
magic of
home.
dragonflies will
And you
help
need to collect
activate it.
dragonflies and use their magic to get to where they need to be. So you need 25 dragonflies to get to that level.
Wow!
Yeah, so now we're going to get a tutorial. Hunter used to be your tutorial guide, and he was always fun when he would teach you new abilities that you didn't know you had. We should already know how to do this, because Spyro has not lost any of his abilities from the first 3 games. He has all of them from the get-go.
I'm sorry for not saying much, I'm fascinated by everything about this.
Here you go, Hunter. Teach me how to glide.
Spyro, you know, if you press the A button to jump, then press the A button again in midair,
Uh-huh.
you can glide.
Ah.
Try using your glide to follow me.
Thanks, Hunter. And this is an unskippable cutscene, and if you fall, he goes back to the beginning and explains that how you do it again.
Oh, God.
Now, this kind of happened in the PlayStation games, except you could skip through his
Way to
text
go,
if you fell.
Spyro.
Like, he would give you a
I think I
reminder.
see
He would actually give you an extra
something
hint
shining on that ledge
as to how
over
to do
there.
that if you
can
failed
get
your
there
first
by
time.
hovering. To hover,
And that's good
press
for a
the
kid's game.
Y button at
Teach
the
him special
end of your
hints. Teach him
glide.
special ways on how to use what they are given.
How does he jump like that?
He's a cat. And I failed.
Oh,
Fuck.
no!
Ah, fuck.
No!
Well, forget that. I'm gonna go collect some more gems. Oh, sorry. Gosh darn it. This is an E-rated game. I can't swear.
This is a Christian game.
That's right. It's a nice Christian game made by Universal.
Yeah, it's universal appeal, of course!
Gotta appeal to everybody. Everybody who likes broken games. I guess while we're going through this again, because all we need to do is use a hover, which is pressing Y at the end of your glide, and you can get like a little extra jump. Fodder. If you kill 8 of them, you get an extra life. So you could technically farm lives in this hub world, because there's 3 sheep down here, 3 sheep up atop, and they all respawn when you leave the camera.
Got a
Cool.
funny feeling you're gonna need those lives.
It's still an easy
Nice
game, but
work,
we'll get to
Spyro.
that.
And check this out.
Oh, hey,
I
and just
found
like the
a
other games, Hunter
dragonfly.
somehow has
Here,
found a
why don't
dragonfly
you
and
take
decides to
it?
give it to you as a reward.
Do you know Bubble Breath?
Hey, it's Bubbles.
But let me show you an alternate reality. There
Why
was a
don't you
glitch.
take it?
What?
Hey,
What?
it's Bubbles.
I think.
Yep.
What?
The tune didn't play, the animation stopped early. This game's a broken fucking mess.
What?
Oh, hey, another tutorial.
We turned these off, didn't we?
We did. We turned off the basics tutorial. They still have to show us how to do special challenges. Oh, I hurt.
That sounds easy enough, but what's the challenge? What do I have to do?
You have to play the game.
You have to play the game! Alright, well, we can play the game. So this is a flame breath challenge. Basically, you walk through the arches there,
Activate the portal. I don't
and
see
they
any
give you 8
switches or
targets
power buttons.
to flame. Do that, you get a dragonfly.
Spyro, you purple putz. What's with the smahugana around here?
I don't like the dynamic between Spyro and Sparks in this game. Because Spyro always had a bit of attitude. It was part of the times. Give your character an attitude.
I mean, I know he like turns real dickish in the later games, like in the darker games, but this is a step in the opposite direction. He's like too nice. It's weird.
Well, it's not only that, but you'll find out he has sadistic tendencies.
What?
We'll figure that out later. You'll see. But he likes his dark humor. Let's say that too. All right, we go. One more Scarecrow, I think. Burn him, and there we go. We finished the challenge.
Oh, he's actually saying words.
He is.
Oh my god, that's awful.
The thing is, that opening cutscene, he is buzzing so much I can't understand him. But yes, he is actually saying words.
He's buzzing real words. That's bad. Oh no. Who's the poor sap who has to voice that shit?
I don't know, probably David Spade still. So that portal, they don't give you any indication that this is a thing you can do, but that's the finale. If you collect, I believe it's 50% of all collectibles, if you have 50% game completion, you can go fight the final boss. So that's something to keep in mind.
So, the game developers half-ass it, you can half-ass it too.
That's right. Now, one thing I hate about Sparks in this one, another small thing, but it's done so well in the other games, he's a magnet to gems. He will collect them for you. In fact, he's the easiest way to collect gems. He doesn't do too well in this game.
Looks like he's having some... Yeah, it looked like he was having some problems there.
Which means I have to go slower in these levels to make sure he picks stuff up. Anyway, let's try that glitch again. So, if you actually charge enough... Let's see, will it work this time? Yep, there I go. Straight through the gate. Fuck you. In fact, not opening the gate causes some very interesting glitches. You're not supposed to be back here, so let's see what we can break. Ooh, this is a nice farmyard kind of area. I like this. It's pretty nice. Now, this game is designed around going into the different levels after you've collected a specific number of dragonflies. That's normal.
Right.
You know, get your collectibles and go to different levels.
Oh, they didn't tutorialize me about climbing. How was I supposed to have known?
I didn't mean to tip all those cows.
One of the small things I noticed is if you're going through levels and collecting dragonflies, specific levels have... I'm just going to spoil it right now. Different levels have different runes for your different power-ups. Which means if you want to see these tutorial messages that I'm showing you right now without glitching, you need to go into the level and basically collect the rune and then leave. I don't understand. Like, if you're a collectible junkie like me and you love collecting everything in a level, you'll never see these tutorial messages on how many dragonflies you need. So when I got here my first time playing, the level was just open. Like, the guy was like, "Oh, thanks, Spyro, you did it!" I was like, "But how many did I need?" Doesn't matter.
This is the worst.
You haven't seen the levels.
Hey, it's Amy.
I'm absolutely flabbergasted at the poor quality of this.
It gets better, and by that I mean it gets worse. So you can swim right at the gate. They don't explain that to you because, duh, it should be obvious. You can swim! Oh, please don't let that be a running theme. But, yeah, you can charge underwater, and that's your fastest way to get through. You can actually hold down A, and you will actually swim, which is kind of nice when you accidentally rush by a gem so quickly that Sparks can't pick it up. When I'm playing a Spyro game for 100% completion, I do not go slow. I like to go fast, because I got things to do.
It's kind of relaxing playing a Spyro game and 100%ing it. You know, it's like, oh, there's a gem. Oh, there's a gem. Oh, there's a gem over there. Another gem over there. It seems stressful.
Let me
how
tell you,
slow he moves.
Let me tell you the worst thing about playing Spyro games. In the original game, levels could have 200 to 500 gems, max.
Yeah.
This is the hub world. It has 800 gems. Because they had to cut levels, so all those gems that were in those other levels, toss them in other places.
Oh, just put them anywhere. What's it matter?
So you will see levels where there is literally like 15 gems just on the floor. Just because.
Oh my god.
But their story explanation is people have been dropping dragon treasure all over the place.
Yeah, the game devs.
Yeah. So it's just like, hey, they stole all the treasure, but they're really clumsy and dropped it all over the place.
There was a hole in the bag, like there was a hole in the budget.
I have so much to say about that, because this was supposed to come out winter of 2002.
It didn't show up until when?
Hold on, let me find you the exact date of when this released, because this also came out on PS2. And, it was supposed to come out on Xbox, but that version got canceled. It was also supposed to come out on Windows, and that was also canceled. So, it came out in North America November 5th, 2002. It made its deadline.
Hello, Spyro.
It had to make its deadline.
Yep.
I should have this honeycomb raft working like a charm.
So, besides major characters not showing up and, you know, besides this game being a filthy broken mess, because they had to cut so much, the game was actually critically panned for being too short. There are 9 levels.
Yeah, too short. That's the problem with this game. 9 levels?!
9 levels. This is going to be the shortest Spyro Let's Play, one of the shortest I've ever done.
That took me a few seconds to register, because aren't there, like, dozens in a Spyro game?
Dozens. In fact, with every game, they added more levels and more variety. There are 9 in this.
Post-text, I don't want to tell you what to do, but throw up some numbers. How many levels are there in the first 4 Spyro games? Holy shit! 9?!
So let me tell you this. When I did Spyro 1, it was 13 episodes long. I was doing 2 levels an episode. Sometimes 1 if it was a bit longer, but think about that. 2 levels an episode. And a lot of these levels had to be split into 2 parts because it's so long. So everything was elongated. Do you remember the speedways in the old Spyro games? Oh, Bianca was there for a split second. She kind of phased out of existence there. But, yeah, the speedways are actually part of levels now because they had to be cut or moved around.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
If you get right to hell, I get this. So let's try again. Let's actually get through this gate because I want to get the rest of the gems here. Oh, there we go. Just phase right through it. I love being able to do that. In fact, let's go through the whole game without opening the gate because that would just fix the game. We don't want that. Let's actually make sure it stays broken. Here, after getting the ice breath, it looks like we actually have a little bit of a prehistoric stage, or at least ancient Aztec. That looks pretty nice. Now, those dragonflies are actually supposed to be running or flying away, and we're supposed to chase them, but the programming is a little bugged because I didn't open the gate.
Oh yeah, I forgot I'm supposed to...
Oh yeah, we're not
Ouch.
supposed to be able to go through this either.
What?!
I think there's supposed to be an invisible wall there preventing us from going in, but I could also be wrong. When we actually do unlock the stage, what do I want to say? The barrier that actually teleports us to the level is actually on the floor, which means you could just glide over it and go straight back into there.
Oh, this is the whole game, isn't it? This one hub
You
area.
are seeing all of the hubs. There's only one hub world.
This is the single hub world, isn't it?
You are going to see the entrance to every single level here. There is no other hub world. Chances are because the other ones had to be cut.
Oh my god. That's why everything's not working so well, because it has to keep hold of so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what the game feels like.
That is definitely not going to get annoying after the 10 or 15 times I do this, or when I run into an invisible wall.
They don't care about if it's being annoying or not, they just care about it being done.
At that point, yeah. Yeah. Get it done or you lose your job. That's the way Universal works. It's the way a lot of game developers work now.
Well, now it's like, make the game and you'll still lose your job.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing, but that's a topic for a more recent game. Oh, here we go. This is fun. By the way, there's just 20 gems just hanging out there in the corner. Hope you saw them. So, the thieves, they're actually a character in this game. But, let me tell you about the triggers for talking to people. Sometimes they work. Sometimes you have to wait for the game to recognize that. But sometimes you can mess up the game like this. Like, I accidentally triggered the thief to talk to me. But I lost control somehow. It still thinks I hit him, but it's also trying to trigger the talk at the same time.
You soft-locked it, didn't you?
Nope, there we go. He got hit.
Okay. You almost soft-locked it.
I almost soft-locked the game. Cool. Now that we've almost soft-locked the game and had to redo all that progress, because this game relies on you, in the hub world specifically, to save your game manually. There is no autosave, because that wasn't much of a thing back in 2002. I'm not going to berate them for that. But you'll also notice that there are no quick save fairies.
Oh.
So
that's a
there are none in the hub world, which means if you mess up like I did when I first tried to record this and accidentally quit the game without saving and lost all my progress, you got to remember to save. Autosave has kind of babied me into this mindset.
Where are we?
We are in the ice level territory. Alright, 2 gems left. Oh, wait, no, that's the Dragonfly, so let's just pick it up because it's not going anywhere.
Hey, it's Sandra.
It's Sandra.
By the way, enjoy the names of these. In Year of the Dragon, they actually had names of all the baby dragons that you were collecting. Some of those were kids of the devs, which is nice.
There's a hole in my balloon.
They had to come
I
up
don't
with
have enough
90
magic to
other
make it
names
fly
for this
again.
Dragonfly, so a
Perhaps
lot of them
if you
aren't
found
going to be
some
real
more
human names.
dragonflies,
And
I'm sure
sometimes
you'd be able to
Spyro
get the
will just say the
balloon
wrong
working.
name.
Oh, no. Oh.
Alright, so that's... we're missing 2 gems, so as soon as we get that, we'll have 100% in this area, but we can't collect every Dragonfly yet. That's the unfortunate thing. Because some of them are locked behind specific breaths, we can't get them yet. And by the way, I totally picked up that gem our first time through, but it just decided to spawn after I left. There we go! There's all 800 gems. And now that we've done that, it's time to move on to an actual level. See, there's your levels. That's all you get.
Oh, jeez.
Cool. So, next time on Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, we're actually going to go into a level and hope we don't break it too bad.
I can only imagine how much you can break it.
Jesus Christ. So, we're going to get into that, and I am keeping track of glitches. So let's see how many we can find.
I'm gonna imagine there's like 30 already.
Well, it's a testament to when you type in the games of the old Spyro games, you get people automatically Google searching fun. Where can I find this gem? Oh, I'm stuck. I can't figure out this baby dragon. That's normal. When I type in Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, one of the first results is glitches. That's not a good sign.
Yeesh.
I hope you're ready. I really hope you're ready.
I don't think I am, to be honest.
Welcome to Spyro 4, baby.
Oh, God.